is Hank Pumpkin, and you're listening to the Sly One Show. Hey, boss, you're not wrong. The sky is now for the rock and roll. Yes, they're rocking the soul. Hiding people with a home. But listen to the radio. It's time for the bar rock show. So stop sucking cold. It's time for what you know. You know. The Sly One Show.
So what's it up today? Oh yeah, those two guys that were down to run a punk rock show. No rap radio somewhere in the This guy's a fanatic, man.
So stop sucking cold. It's time for what you know. You know. The Sly One Show.
This is Sly One Radio Podcast. Today we have Kill Baby Kill on the program. We're going to do a short, small, tiny in-your-face show. It's Monday. It's 4/30, 2012. And I believe April's about over. We're going to go into May. And that's great because on May 2nd, Kill Baby Kill starts their East Coast tour. I'm looking at Kill Baby Kill's Facebook. They were established in 2005. They are Dirty Surf Garage. Down and gritty rock and roll, guys. We got Dice, Shades, Brian's, Grooves, and Kyle. That's your band. They're from Alabama. Record label, Deep Eddy Records. KBK Records, motherfuckers. Their influences seem to be your basic rock. They got Surf Motherfuckers, the Ramones, Fugazi. Okay. You need to check these guys out. They're coming up the East Coast. You can get their music on Facebook, Bandcamp, all over the net. They have an EP out there. They Come Back EP, available now on KBX Records. Radical Surf Comp is also available. Is available since April 25th on Deep Eddy Records. Full length Deep Eddy Records coming in 2012, guys. This is going to be great. They're coming up the East Coast. Kill Baby Kill. When we come back, we're going to talk to Noah from Kill Baby Kill on the phone from Alabama. Prior to the tour, make sure you check out their tour dates on podunkradio.com, and we'll talk all about them after this. Turn up. Kill Baby Kill.
Called Spike, who lived here, closeted in his room, had found a key. What key? The 7 gateways to hell.
Justin Slywa, and we are on Podunk Radio, prpradio.wordpress.com. How's everyone in the chat room today? Like I said earlier, we have Kill Baby Kill. We have Noah on the line. Noah, how are you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm great, man. How are you today?
Hey, I'm doing good, man. So I take it you're probably pretty excited. You guys are about to kick off an East Coast tour.
I'm very excited and exhausted from putting the shit together.
I bet. Hey, why don't you give my listeners a rough bio of Kill Baby Kill, how you guys got together, and who all is in the band, so on and so forth.
Kill Baby Kill is a punk rock surf Instro band based out of Anniston, Alabama. We've, I guess in this lineup, been together for approximately 2 years, although I did put the band together for a short time period back in the early 2000s. Currently signed to Deep Eddy Records out of Austin, Texas. Don't know much else to say.
That's good. Okay, we're on Podunk Radio, and the big topic of discussion is now your tour. When exactly does it kick off? I think it's Wednesday.
Yeah, we kick off Wednesday of this week in Atlanta, Georgia at the Star Bar, and we'll be running through the 12th of this month, coming up through the Carolinas, all the way up to New York, then over to Pittsburgh, then back down to Birmingham, Alabama for a showcase festival we're playing.
Oh, okay, that sounds fun. Yeah, showcases are always, kind of odd when you get there, but then you got to get the feel of them. Yeah, but that should be fun.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. We're kind of honored to get the invite. It's, I believe, the second year they're doing the showcase in Birmingham. They're trying to make their own little South by Southwest, if you will. But we lucked out. I think the venue we're playing alongside quite a few friends' bands. So, it won't be that odd. A lot of familiar faces. Should have a good time.
All right, Podunk, we are on the phone with Noah. He's in the band Kill Baby Kill. Let's go into a song real quick, and we'll come back with Noah. Turn up Kill Baby Kill on the Sly One Show.
This is Noah from the band Kill Baby Kill. You're listening to the Sly One Radio Show.
With us.
can you tell me a little bit about the album and how you guys go about your songwriting and all that?
Well, the EP is called Sometimes They Come Back. We put it together almost a year ago. It was recorded at Joe Queer, produced it for us at his old studio, The Factory in Atlanta, Georgia.
Nice.
We just put it together over a weekend, but I'm pretty happy with it. Sold pretty well too, so
that's always a plus.
Pardon?
I said that's always a plus when you can move some copies.
Exactly, which is almost unheard of in this day and age, so we've been more than grateful for it. So, it can be picked up through, all the online retailers, Amazon, CD Baby, Interpunk, iTunes, and a hell of a lot more. I can't remember them all offhand, but it's pretty widely available.
So basically what we should do is, if you would like to check out Kill Baby Kill, get on Google, keyword Kill Baby Kill, or the EP's name. Sometimes They Come Back, and I'm sure it'll pop up.
Yes, and be weary, because there's another Kill Baby Kill band out there that we're really not too keen on people confusing us with. So.
Yeah. Okay, this is Sly One. Let's get into that. Noah, let's make sure the Kill Baby Kill we're talking to is out of Alabama. The one he is talking about, I believe, is like a kind of like a skinhead, kind of a band. And I forget where they're based out of, but we don't want to mistake them.
We surely don't. It's caused a few issues with us in the past. But truthfully, despite the fact that they actually have made a bit of a name for themselves over the years, we predate them by a handful of years, so we really haven't been willing to give the name up at this point. So we actually scored a European record deal for our next record, and it was a big concern of mine what to do about that, and they insist we keep the name as well, so we're just going to see how things play out. Surprisingly, there have been a lot of skinheads that have come across us by accident.
I bet.
That we were expecting them to be pretty harsh, and for the most part, we've had really good feedback. So, hey, if you like our music, great. So,
right. I've come across everything in my travels and being in this scene, and for the most part, people are open-minded when it comes to music, especially when they're face-to-face with the musician. It's kind of hard to say, like, fuck you,
That's the deal. We're not a political band. We don't want to play that game. If people like us, great. But, we're not out to judge people's attitudes and their beliefs. That's their own deal and their own cross they'll have to bear, so.
Exactly.
We're out there to give people a good time for a few hours every night. And, that's really what it's all about. I'm not qualified to freaking lead anybody's politics.
Oh, that's good. Okay, we're on the phone with Noah from Kill Baby Kill. Let's go into another song. This one's called Psycho Beach Party. This is Kill Baby Kill on the Sly One Show.
Why they are afraid of the dark. Now they will learn why they fear the night.
This is Sly when we're back, Podunk Radio. Good Monday to everyone. Noah, how is Alabama today, man? How's your weather, man?
Alabama is hot today. Record temperatures, I think we're getting up to 90 today. So, and it's only going to get worse as the summer goes on.
Yeah.
It's a miserable area of the country to be through the summer.
Okay, I'm looking at the tour dates here. We have May 2nd at the Sidebar Bar in Atlanta, Georgia. That's Wednesday, guys. So you got to get out there. May 3rd, they're at the Get Down in North Carolina. May 4th, the Cave in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. And then what's this? The Garage in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. All right, man. Those are some good dates, and it looks like May 6th, you guys are going to take a rest.
Yeah, Sunday nights aren't very good for booking shows, so we just decided we were going to get a hotel room and relax for the night.
Right. Hey, no. What would you say, like as a group, are the solid influences on the band? You know, like, I mean, do you guys have like a mutual bands you guys like, or?
I mean, honestly, God, we're all a bunch of guys that grew up playing punk rock music. There's no doubt. I mean, I've been in this stuff for 25 years, but as far as the band goes, the biggest influence is probably Man or Astro Man. But then the more you listen to us, you realize there's a lot of Black Sabbath that comes through, and old traditional surf bands like, Dick Dale and Eddie and the Showman. But, the punk rock stuff, it just, as hard as we would even want to try, it's always going to come through. And that's really what we are. A punk rock band that happens to not have a singer.
I definitely like your sound. Like I think you listened to the last show where I had Joe and Wimpy on, and I was talking to Joe, and I was like, well, when he first sent me the tracks, I let one in, and then I was like, then I put another one in, and then I thought maybe I was just getting too anxious and flipping to the next track, and I was missing the vocals or something. And then I was like, damn, this shit's original, man. Not a lot of bands have the balls or the courage to do this. I mean, if it's what you like and what you want to do, fucking do it, man. And I have respect for it. You guys are fucking talented musicians, man. I'll give you that.
Well, thank you. I mean, I'm not going to say that we're that original, man. I mean, one of the dates on the tour is actually a 3-night all-instrumental surf festival, and we play 2 or 3 of those a year. There are a ton of bands doing what we do, but none sound like us. I think the only move for us is to try to pull ourselves out of that scene and market ourselves in the punk rock scene, which is really what we feel we are, more so than a surf band. So, but the hardest part in booking this tour is getting people to take a chance on that.
Right.
Which is strange to me in all my years doing the punk rock thing. I grew up in a time where bills, when you went to the show, the bills were really varied, and noticing things aren't quite that way anymore. So,
yeah.
Maybe we can open a few ears.
Yeah, open up a few ears and a few doors, bring it back the way it should be, man. Like unity, every band should be open and willing to play with other styles, man. That's the only way you're going to get heard by different ears, man.
Well, put it to you this way. I mean, I told you Joe Queer produced our record, and we couldn't be further from the Queers than we are. But if that man can open his ears up enough and like what we're doing, then anybody should be able to.
Fucking
When I
right.
got into punk rock, it wasn't a sound. It was an attitude and a movement. And something changed over the past decade. I don't know what it is, but, everybody's wanting to categorize things in their own little subgenre, and that's just not the school I come from.
I think it has to do a lot with, technology. Technology, as much as I love it, it does fuck some shit up, man.
I agree, but, I feel bad for the kids today. I really do, because, when I started to go to shows, you would go to see a freaking punk show, and there'd be anything from Sonic Youth to freaking DOA on a punk bill. And now, you couldn't get those two crowds together if you tried, so it's a shame.
It is a shame, and the technology is doing that, because now all the bands out there can do a background check on everyone and be like, nah, no, that guy seems like a douche or an asshole, or I don't like the way he plays, so then they won't put themselves on the same stage. It sucks, but people are judgmental.
We're why. Well, we found this local hip-hop kid,
Nice.
who has no connection to the freaking scene whatsoever, and we're going to carry him out for a few dates, because, shit, the kid's talented. Why not?
Yeah, that's great, man. I'm sure you'll get some eyes wide open and some eyebrows raising at that. That's great, man. I love that. Fucking stir the fucking pot, dude. Do it.
Exactly, and that's the most punk rock thing in the world to me, so, if I can do that just once, then I've served my purpose. That's look at it, so.
Okay, Podunk listeners, do me a favor. Let's go over to Kill Baby Kill. Go to their event page. Check out the tour dates. I read down to the 6th. They're out to the 12th. Okay, we're going to go into another song. We'll talk about the remaining tour dates after this. This song is called Hunting for the Dead. Turn up Kill Baby Kill on the Sly One Show. Okay, Sly One here, Podunk Radio. How is everyone in the chat room? We have Kill Baby Kill, Alabama. Noah's on the line. Okay, Noah, we got a nice amount of tour dates to talk about. The one I like, well, we'll talk about May 7th. May 7th, Grand Victory, Brooklyn, New York, guys. Kill Baby Kill is going to be in the city of New York. Brotherly love, motherfuckers. Get there. Now, I have an option to go to a couple of these shows. Noah and Kill Baby Kill will be at the Sidebar in Baltimore. Now, that's a nice venue to play. I don't know if you've ever been there, but you guys will have fun.
I haven't been there. I was in the band Backseat Virgins for a short period of time years ago, and my friend Randy from that band has had nothing but great things to say. I know the people we've been working with to set up the Baltimore days have been just phenomenal, so we're kind of psyched about it. We're actually big fans of this band, the Lexington Arrows.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So looking forward to playing with those guys.
Okay, wait a minute. So your Lexington Arrows are on the bill for the Sidebar?
Yeah, it's them and one of their side projects called the Young Jaguars.
There you go, everyone. Come out and see Lexington Arrows, Kill Baby Kill. You can't go wrong, man. That's going to be a killer show. All right, on May 9th, we got Howlers in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Now, I have some Pittsburgh fans here listening, so do me a favor, guys. Let's spread the word about Pittsburgh, PA. That's May 9th, Howlers. Got to be there, guys.
Oh, yeah, bring 30 friends with you.
Hell yeah. on the 10th, we got them at the Green Lantern in Lexington, Kentucky. All right, man. I've never played that. I've heard good things, though.
I couldn't tell you much about it. It came highly recommended from our friends and Kaju and our friends the Angel Slides up in Memphis. So we're going to give it a go. It was a logical tour stop, so.
Yes, sir. Okay, then we got May 11th. We got, what's this called? DINO'S Bar, and that's Nashville, Tennessee. All right, lots of great people in Nashville. And as soon as I get off the phone with Noah, I'm going to tell a couple of my friends down there to make sure they're there. Now, you guys...
Yeah, that one was actually moved to being, I guess, an after party for a record release show from the band Heavy Cream, I believe. So it's not going to start till very late, but it should be a lot of fun.
Is it still at Dino's?
Yeah, it was at the 5 spot, I believe, and just 2 days ago it got moved to Dino's.
Oh, okay. That's good. Okay, great, guys. Okay, and then you said the May 12th show is something close to home, and what is that? You play Secret Stages, Birmingham, Alabama. Is that correct?
Yeah, Secret Stages Festival. We're at the venue House, but the whole festival is 80 bands over 2 nights.
Wow.
2 different venues all on the same block, so you can kind of bar hop, I believe.
Oh, yeah. Bring your ID and come see Kill Baby Kill. All right, man, I'd like to talk about the new record coming out. I mean, you guys are trying to get a new record out to all of us listeners. Now, I mean, what are you guys going to do? You guys have some label support in Europe. I mean, how do you basically do it? Or do you have the songs done? Do you have a couple more to go?
We've got a couple more songs left to go before we can really start ironing out the recording details. I've talked to a couple of different people about producing just in passing, but nothing set in stone other than the fact that it will come out on Deep Eddy Records out of Austin in the U.S. and then Green Cookie Records out of Greece in Europe.
That's nice, man.
Really, we don't know a whole lot more about it than that.
And that's fine, man.
The deal's been in place for a year, and then we spent the past year just touring for this EP and not worrying about it. So.
That's fine. I always get ahead of myself. I'm one of them people who are impatient. You know what I'm saying? I can't help myself.
Oh, man, I'm the exact same way, but my life really doesn't allow for being that way much anymore, so
Yeah.
I've kind of got something riding on my back disciplining me, if you will.
Right. I think I have all the same issues, buddy. We're on the phone with Kill Baby Kill. Noah, man, you seem like a great guy, man. I'm glad I got to talk to you. We're going to play another song by Kill Baby Kill, so turn it up on the Sly One show. This one is called Turn Your Insides Out. Turn it up. Okay, we're back. We're on the phone with Noah, Kill Baby Kill. Great band out of Alabama. They're on tour starting this Wednesday. Make sure you guys get out there. Swing over to their Facebook. Do that right now. Check out the tour dates. They may be in your city. You could be fortunate enough. Okay, Noah, let's wrap this up, man. I got to get back to the toilet. I'm thinking you probably got to get back to work.
I indeed do. So we probably do need to wrap it up. But Justin, I really appreciate you having us on the show, helping to promote this thing. We look forward to seeing everybody out. So please check the tour dates if they're near you. Try to come out and help spread the word to your friends. So we're looking forward to meeting a lot of great people out here on the road. So let's make it worthwhile.
All right, let's turn up one last song by Kill Baby Kill. We love you. Stay in the chat room, people. We'll be back. This is Kill Baby Kill on the Sly One Show.
Every last person. A painter called Spike, who lived here, closeted in his room, had found a key. What key? The 7 gateways to hell.
Well, Sly One here. We're going to wrap this up. I told you it was a mini show. A little small fella. Like your penis. Like your cock and balls. Cock and balls. Cock and balls. I'd like to thank Noah, Kill Baby Kill, the rest of the guys. I hope you have a safe and prosperous tour. Have fun. Be safe. Enjoy yourself. You guys are great. This is Sly One Radio, Podunk Radio, prpradio.wordpress.com. I'd like to thank the listeners, everyone that tuned in, everyone that checks all my sites. You guys are awesome. Wouldn't you know it, this Friday coming up on the show, Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern, I have Pat Termite and Ricky from The Termites and the Firecrackers. We're going to talk about their upcoming releases, shows, and how they got these bands together, and how fortunate they are to have found each other. 2 unique musicians with unique styles. Great fucking sound and vibe these two have. That's this Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern on the Sly One Show. I'd like to thank Podunk Radio. You guys are great. Thanks for having me. Chris, you're awesome. You listeners out there, make sure you hit the schedule part of this on Podunk. Go over, check out, see what kind of sound you like. See if there's a DJ here that has something better than me. There's probably 10 other guys better than me. Really? 10 other guys. Really? Yes. Okay, I gotta get out of here, man. You guys have been splendid. Thanks, Noah. Thanks, Kill Baby Kill. Safe travels. I gotta go. This is the Bloody Muffs. I gotta go.